everybody, welcome to Inside Indy. I'm Good Morning Indiana's newest meteorologist, Chris Swaim, alongside Rachel Wilkerson. We're here live. We made it. Game 4. You believe it? We're on the cusp, Rachel, here of going up 3-1.
I know, and fans are so excited. They're waiting for it. The door's just opened, by the way, so.
We give people, let's step outside. Yeah, let's see here. The line's been building. No watch parties you mentioned, Rachel, but you really can't tell being out here.
Oh, yeah. I just came over from Tom's Watch Bar. The energy there was so fun. People were chanting. They had gold pom-poms in honor of the gold out. You'll see fans here with their gold on because when they get inside, they're going to be greeted with those gold T-shirts. Just a fun way for fans to put those on. Everybody's got them on together. They're cheering together, and it's just exciting. People tell me they've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Yeah, they certainly have. 25 years in the making to get back to Game 4 here in Indy. I told Rachel to grab me some of those gold pom-poms, but she must next time.
And a little rain wasn't going to keep fans away. No. It's humid, but for the most part, that rain has held off.
It's a tale of two people here, Rachel. We have people that are under a downpour. We have people that are completely dry. I'm really thankful for all the fans, and ourselves included here, staying out of the rain. So we want to get a quick look at your forecast here. It really is about location. There's areas of rain around, some heavy downpours in some spots. Temperature readings are in the 70s. Of course, the humidity's been building. A couple of clouds in between, and it's one of those days where you break even a little bit of blue skies. But doing this throughout the day. So if you indulge me, Rachel, I love puns, so I apologize. You have to hear this. I'm issuing a blue and gold advisory. The atmosphere is feeling electric, but there's no lightning. I'm forecasting high pressure in the paint. It is cooler, but the city is heating up. Boy, this has just been so fun to be down here and see people.
Heating up is right. We got people here taking selfies. They're just waiting, and just a fun moment for all involved.
Yeah, so much going on. So we're your home for all things NBA Finals. You can watch it right here on WRTV. So keep it here. We'll have you updated. A lot more to come here.
Yeah. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, and actually, Rachel, if you'll hold this for me, I'm going to go see if I can sneak in. Okay. See you guys. Okay.
Oh, you're wearing the wrong color. You need gold. You need gold.
Oh, I got it under there.
We'll send it back to you.
Edgar Gonzalez here in downtown Indianapolis. It is going to be a busy weekend in the Circle City, from everything with Pacers and Fever to concerts to Indians games to even the biggest pride event of the year. It's something that's going to have downtown busier than ever.
Downtown is known for being easy, for being accessible, for being walkable and quick to get around. This weekend's going to be a little bit different.
It's buzzing. I've never seen it like this before. Like, it's a new life here in the city.
It's on fire right now.
The Pacers play Game 4 of the NBA Finals at home on Friday night. Caitlin Clark is back with the Fever on Saturday, and the Indians home all weekend. But without all those events, it would still be a jam-packed weekend in Indy.
You've got 3 concerts at Everwise Stadium. You've got Zubilation. We've got Italian Fest down at Holy Rosary.
And if that's not enough, add in the biggest set of Pride events of the year.
It's our biggest Pride ever. We're celebrating 30 years and just super excited to bring Pride to Indy for 2 days this weekend. So you'll see some resources, some community partners, some local talent on the Circle. And then from 2 to 10, we'll be here at American Legion Mall with our biggest talents ever.
But all that fun does come with a cost.
Tens of thousands of folks making their way to all of those different events. But we really encourage folks to plan ahead, to look at where road closures will be, to look at where traffic patterns may change.
Despite the potential gridlock, these people are looking forward to the big weekend.
Oh, I'm not worried about the traffic. No, come on. Especially if we win, it'll be worth it.
I just think it's cool that Indianapolis gets to have a moment.
In downtown, Griffin Gonzalez, WRTV.
It's a special moment between 2 legendary broadcasters during Game 3 of the NBA Finals here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. I'm WRTV's Adam Schoombs. I share the moment when a legendary TV play-by-play announcer took over for a radio broadcast during the second quarter of the NBA Finals.
Pacers radio play-by-play broadcaster Mark Boyle scrolls through his game notes.
These are the day-to-day game logs that I keep for our players in case I want to look back.
Boyle has served as voice of the Pacers for the last 3 decades, creating memories along the way.
By the time I was here, like 6 months, I realized, man, I can make more money somewhere else. But there's no way I can have a better job than this. They're very supportive.
Halliburton outnumbered.
Boyle's called thousands of games over the years, but it was a moment during the second quarter.
Siakam, now McConnell.
During Wednesday's Game 3 of the NBA Finals, that many will remember forever.
To be honest, I wouldn't have even thought of it. You know, we've been in the last time we were in the finals, I didn't offer the TV guy a spot because I just didn't think of it.
When the playoffs come, we're done after the first round, and so you just become a fan. and I'm not a real good fan. I need to have a job.
Chris Denary has handled TV play-by-play duties for the Pacers for nearly 20 years. Boyle offered Denary a chance to call the second quarter on the Pacers radio network.
Well, radio, you don't have that problem. You have to be very descriptive. You've got to let the fan know where the ball is, who has the ball, all those kinds of things, so that they can imagine it in their head.
Radio voice of the Pacers is what I do. TV voice of the Pacers is who he is. And so it's really close to his heart.
It was a moment that these two won't ever forget during one of the biggest stages in sports.
I remember it for a long, long time. Just to be able to call a game of that magnitude, sitting there knowing it's the NBA Finals.
Thank you, Indiana. This is about all of us.
In Indianapolis, Adam Shooms, WRTV.
With the Pacers at home again tonight for Game 4, they will not only have the support of the fans, home games also mean they have the support of the Pacers entertainment teams. So we got to go behind the scenes with the Pacemates and the Hype Squad as they prepared for the NBA Finals.
Can't believe it. Someone pinched me. We're in the finals, and it's just so awesome.
It just feels special. There's no other way to explain it.
Jessie Pollard is a captain on the Pacemates. She's been a part of the squad since 2016.
Everyone is rallying so hard behind this team this year, and the energy is just crazy in the building, like outside, this team.
Savannah Branson is on year 4 with the Pacemates, but she's been a part of the Pacers organization now for 9 years.
I started as a boom baby, and then I did hype crew for a few years, and now I'm a Pacemate. I grew up here.
Branson says this season is special to her because she's been here through all the ups and downs.
Watch the team rebuild and watch them get so close or just closer each year, and then this time we're like finally here in the finals, so it's just super special.
It's been 25 years since we've last been here, so just a unique moment for all of us here in the house.
The most unreal thing. It feels like a dream every single day. I never thought that I would be here, so it's honestly really emotional whenever I put one of the uniforms on. It's like, wow, this is actually real.
Michelle Dugan knows what it's like to put on a Pacemates uniform and perform in front of a packed field house. She's the director of entertainment teams now, but was once a Pacemate. She wants her teams to soak up every moment of getting to be a part of the NBA Finals.
Just home to just, wake up every morning and just be grateful for the opportunities. I know it's like long hours, long nights, early mornings, but just hang on because it's just going to be the best ride, and it has been so far.
Outside of Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
I saw you in Paris.
Oh, you saw me in Paris?
He will get stopped.
You want a photo with the sign?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Happily taking pictures or stopping for a chat.
Hey. Cool to see you, man.
If I can make someone smile just by taking a picture with them, it'd be a better world, isn't it?
This is Matt Asen, or as the back of his jersey says, Pacers guy. He's also picked up Flamingo guy.
And the lucky Flamingo is finally coming through. And this one was signed by Spike Lee 10 years ago. That's where it's got a leak. I got a Band-Aid on him.
Sign guy, now even clock guy.
For that Giannis Antetokounmpo clock I did, which was the pinnacle of my sign making, I think,
To know how Asen got here is to go back almost 40 years. You see, Asen is actually from Florida. In 2019, WRTV visited him in Sanibel Island at the restaurant he owns. It's also where he had a chance meeting with Pacers owner Herb Simon in 1987.
Invited me to go to a game with him when he saw I was a big fan. And it was the first playoff game in Atlanta.
And from there, the rest is really history.
Pacers won their first home NBA playoff game, and I had the Flamingo waving it, and Mel Simon, Herb's brother, said, "Hey, get that guy with the penguin. He's good luck." I said, "Mel, it's a flamingo, not a penguin."
Asen flies from Florida a few times a year and hasn't missed a home playoff game since 2000. He doesn't go unnoticed at his seat courtside on the baseline. There's his rivalry with Spike Lee, the times he's met Pacer legends and some celebrities.
And I saw Timothy Chalamet and asked him for a photo, and he was very nice and took a photo with me.
Now he's again watching the Pacers play for a title.
For the first time in my life, except going back to the Malice and the Palace team, I really believe we can do it.
In the building for Game 3,
the energy level was unbelievable.
This was the sign he sported.
I carry a marker with me. I had a blank sign on the back, and Benedict went off, so I made, "How about that Benedict, 00."
Heading into Game 4, he knows one more win at home would make it much more comfortable, heading back to OKC.
Hopefully not once in a lifetime, but I'm going to take advantage of it right now because I still can't believe it. It's 2 more games and the dream will come true.
The Pacers are getting to the heart and soul of Hoosiers. Up next on Inside Indy, how one fan is getting through hard times and finding joy with the help of his hometown team.
It follows after the final buzzer. Watching WRTV, part of the Scripps News Group.
We want to get you caught up on some other stories making news headlines. Metro Police are investigating a deadly shooting on the city's west side. It happened just after 9:30 Friday morning near 10th and Tibbs. A man was found shot in an alley between Tibbs and Groff Avenues. IMPD has released no other information. IMPD is highlighting its efforts to track down people wanted for domestic violence. The department released an edited video showing some of what transpired recently during what they called Operation Domestic Disruption. IMPD, federal and local partners arrest violent offenders with active warrants related to domestic violence. As of Thursday night, they had arrested 11 people wanted on felony domestic violence charges. The Colts now say they will honor late owner Jim Irsay by inducting him into the team's Ring of Honor. The ceremony will take place during the September 7th home opener against the Miami Dolphins. This announcement comes on what would have been Irsay's 66th birthday. Irsay will be the 20th honoree in the Ring of Honor, joining his father Robert and many legendary players. Irsay died May 21st. This past week, ownership of the team transitioned to his 3 daughters.
The Pacers are the epitome of an underdog. Not just the finals team, the franchise itself, which nearly moved from Indianapolis several times. I'm Ty Simmons here to explain why two brothers felt the need to keep the Pacers in Indy.
The 2024-25 Indiana Pacers season is an unforgettable ride for team governor Steve Simon.
It's been incredible. I mean, I shed tears after we beat the Knicks to go to the NBA Finals.
Steve's father, Herb Simon, held up the trophy that night. A magical season, which started with Herb's induction into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Someone who's never dunked a ball or shot a three-pointer, how do I wind up getting this tremendous honor?
Herb and his late brother Mel bought the Pacers in 1983 for just $11 million.
As I recall, the meeting only lasted 20 or 30 minutes. At the end of it, we owned the team.
Steve says the reason the Simons bought the Pacers is the reason they are now the longest tenured owners in the NBA. Their love for Indiana.
They did it because they wanted to be a civic partner. They didn't have any desire to own a basketball team, and it's been incredibly important and meaningful for the family.
The Simons investment is just as meaningful for Indy. The Pacers won just 20 games the year before the Simons took over, the worst record in franchise history, and the previous owners gave up on the community.
The probability of the team not playing here next year is high. They may be owned by new investors, or they may not be in existence.
Herb and Mel were the city's last chance to keep the Pacers.
The same group of leaders had met with 5 other potential owners, and they all turned them down.
When the Simons said yes, the energy instantly came back. And Pacers fans have stayed loud ever since. This team brought glory to Indiana because Herb and Mel Simon believed pro basketball could grow here when nobody else did.
We just want to see it stay in the city, be a pillar of the community, and win a championship and keep going.
Taj Simmons, WRTV.
Getting back into an active weather pattern here across central Indiana, and that does mean we're tracking some areas of rain out there for you this evening. Finally, areas around Cicero, the rain lightening up a little bit here, but this has been very slow to move. You can see around Alexandria, we've got some steady rain, and that extends toward Hartford City. But here in northern portions of Hamilton County, you do have a flood advisory. You've picked up between 1 and 2 inches of rain. Then as we look at this band of rain around Crawfordsville and also Darlington, did have a flash of lightning there. So that's something you'll want to be mindful of throughout the weekend. I know there's a lot going on here, and while we're not expecting severe weather, we could, again, of course, have some flashes of lightning and rumbles of thunder out there. Any particular spot, the rain chance overall this evening fairly low, but you get under some of those downpours and it could change in a hurry, and then we'll ramp up those rain chances going into your Saturday. So here's Friday evening on TrueCast, and you can see we've got rain to the north, rain to the south, and then we may see a couple of isolated showers in between there. The best chance for any strong thunderstorms will be off to our south and east. Can't rule out areas like Bedford and Seymour with some gusty winds, possibly around 50 miles per hour. We do have a breeze out there out of the southeast in Indy at 10 miles per hour with our temperature of 78. It's 75 in Lafayette and 77 in Bloomington. Definitely notice the humidity in the air today. That's going nowhere this weekend. For your Saturday, hour-by-hour chance of some of those showers and thunderstorms, so you might want to have that backup plan that's indoors. We've got temperatures that, as a result, will only be in the 70s as we head through the afternoon. About 78 in Indy, but look at Kokomo coming in at 71 there. You'll get close to 80 degrees in Bloomington. This is TrueCast for you, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. You got some outdoor activities. Again, you can see that rain just never completely goes away. Rain chances a little bit lower to the north, but we will stay with fairly widespread rain here, areas from Indy to the south. Then on Father's Day, better chance to get out there and spend some time outdoors with Dad. We've got just an isolated shower or storm chance, and temperatures will be a little bit warmer. We'll get back to average there at 82. Middle 80s on Monday, just an isolated shower or storm, and then rain chances ramping up once again as we head toward the middle of the week. Warm and steamy too, with highs approaching 90 Wednesday afternoon.
The Pacers' never give up mentality is something fans of all ages admire. I met a young Pacers fan who is applying that confidence in his own life. He also shared with me how the Pacers have helped him get through some tough times.
I thought when he grows up that it would be a good memory for him to have these.
This book full of Pacers programs represents the memories Jessica Durbin and her son Ramsey have made at Gainbridge Fieldhouse watching their favorite basketball team, the Indiana Pacers.
It was the first thing that he has really become passionate about. And he decided that he wanted to watch every game, go to as many games as he could. He wanted to play himself. So it's literally become a thing he does every day.
Ramsey is learning a lot watching his favorite player, Tyrese Halliburton.
I try to pass more like he does. I try to get assists. I went to his camp and I got a pass from him and I scored.
What did that feel like?
It was good. I also got a high five.
A high five from Tyrese?
Tyrese also remembered me after on the USA game. He said, "Are you from the camp?" And I said, "Yeah."
I'm from Indiana. Are you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
He's also taking the Pacers' mindset of never being out of the game despite the score into his own game and into life itself.
The fact that they can come back from any deficit, I've seen that in every game they've played. It's taught me to never give up on the Pacers or to never give up by playing a sport.
Nobody can succeed every time at everything, but that's what they are demonstrating, is that you just keep going. You don't shut down.
A life lesson from the Pacers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This season, the Durbins haven't been able to attend as many games due to Jessica ending up in the hospital on life support with a critical illness. But once she recovered, Ramsey was determined to get them back to the field house.
He worked, instead of taking snow days, he went and shoveled snow for neighbors to earn money to buy tickets so that he could take me and we could go to see the Pacers.
She posted what he was doing on a fan page, and then this happened.
Somebody reached out to me and said, "Hey, I wish that I could still go to games with my mom, and I'm so happy that you're here and you survived what was happening to you, and that he's such a good human being that he's going to go help others, and earn money for himself." And so they gave us tickets. So it was amazing. It really was.
Now the Pacers memorabilia collection continues as the Durbins cheer on their favorite team in the NBA Finals.
Fresh for everyone.
Welcome back to Inside Indy. Boy, it's really getting active here.
I see you didn't make it inside.
They got me. They're quick. They're doing a great job out here. Listen, I want to give a shout out to all the law enforcement people behind the scenes. They've done such a good job. Impromptu crowd here, Rachel.
I know.
The fans have been feeling it. Let's go, guys. Hey, how many points are the Pacers winning by? 100, 200?
Pacers by a trillion.
By a trillion. You heard it here first. There you go.
Thank
This
you
has
guys.
been incredible.
Have fun.
Gates are open. People are having fun. I mean, what an experience out here. It's been
I
great.
mean, these fans are just so excited to be here. That's what I keep being told is I am just so happy to be here to experience this. And both teams, both fans are saying that. They both want to take this home, and they're just embracing the moment. Now, fans are starting to make their way inside, but for those who aren't going inside, they've been able to take pictures with the trophy out here and just enjoying the moment, like I guys said, just having a lot of fun. And for the most part, that rain has been avoiding us.
Yeah, no, it's here. We've been good.